okay, let's try this one again. I've tried it a couple of times. I keep getting emotional. So I hope Mariana knows how loved she is, how special she is to all of us, and how our lives are a little bit fuller for having her in it. That's it. We love you.
Mazzy, I don't have any words of wisdom for you as I'm yet to reach the 40 milestone, but I will say if I'm looking as good as you when I turn 40, I'll be a happy woman.
Okay, this is a good one because, Maz, you know I love to give a little bit of wisdom. Okay, I think 40 is an amazing turning point year and decade. I think I said the same about 30, but doesn't matter. But I don't know, you really end up, you know who you are as a woman, as a human being in your career. You've got beautiful friendships, a beautiful partner. It's just about taking it and enjoying things now. Less of the striving as such, maybe, and more about just appreciating and just going for it, making sure you have the joy as well as the success. Okay, love you.
Mariana's superpower is empathy. She has an amazing ability to walk in someone else's shoes and to understand what they're thinking and to then have an opinion or a slant on it that you may not have had before.
Mariana, in my mind, you have two superpowers. One is your sense of style. It's immaculate, it always has been, and it's just something that goes with you, everything you do and everything you touch. And the other thing is empathy. I think you've got an absolute empathetic heart. You can really understand what people around you are thinking, and you really do put yourself into other people's shoes, and that helps with everything that you do with your communication, with the way that you approach things.
Mazzy, so many fun and funny times with you over the years. I miss them a lot. The best of always involving Swanee, lamb chops in a Greek restaurant, parkouring, all of those moments. But also, for some reason, driving around in my car kind of always comes to my mind. A lot of deep and serious conversations and a fair bit of hilarity. So, yeah.
And the funny story I'd like to share with you was when you were so excited when Doug promoted you to be his PA, and then you realised the PA translated into the word slave. Good on you, love.
So this one's about sharing a funny story about a time we've spent together, and we've spent a lot of time together. So from, I think I first met you at Adam Charles's house pre-Com Games and at a party, and then we worked together for 12 months on Com Games, which was full of amazing stories and great achievements. Then we went around Europe together, and there's some stories there I can't actually tell on this video. Best that some of them remain between you and I. And we've spent some good times together. I think one story that comes to mind is definitely late at night on Com Games. It was at the MCG at that stage. We'd moved there and we were all exhausted. We were so tired and emotional. I think it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, maybe pre-opening ceremony, I'm thinking. And there was people rocking backward forward in the fetal position in the corner. There was people injecting us with nurses injecting us with vitamin B to keep us going. We were so tired and emotional. And I remember you had a Com Games car and you were going to drop me home because I lived in Richmond. And we got out to the outer grounds of the MCG, and we were trying to find a way to get out of the car park. And it was dark, there was no lights on, and we were tired. And every time we got to sort of some bollards, that they were up and we couldn't get out. So we would then drive to the other side of the MCG, and then we would try and get out there, and we couldn't. And we were trying to call people like Donna, the ops manager, to say, how do we get out of here? But her phone was, none of the phones were working because at the MCG, the reception was terrible because we're underground, and I think we went into hysterical mode. We're like, we're never going to get home. I think we bonded a lot at that moment, and it's one of my fun stories when I think back about a time with you.
This is quite genuinely the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of a funny story. But now that I go to tell it, I have a sneaking suspicion it's one of those stories that's only funny if you were one of the 3 people who were there at the time. Luckily, you were there at the time, as was I, and as was Tammy. And it all happened in Leanne's apartment in London, because God knows what the 3 of us were doing there without Leanne. I can't quite remember that bit. But we basically had a party in her apartment without her. And I don't feel like she was necessarily very happy about that. But we were. And there was a lot of alcohol. And there was a countdown of some description. Like best songs of all time. There's lots of rigorous conversation about George Michael and Queen, and yeah, it was again funnier if you were there. It makes me laugh. I hope it makes you laugh. Doesn't make Leanne laugh. Probably don't tell her this story. I hope she does not see this message. That's enough talking from me.
Even though I haven't spent a lot of time with you in the last decade, we have done a lot of things over the years, a lot of fun things. The week or more, whatever, that stands apart in my life was that week in Athens. It was so much fun. You know, Doug, you and I were sharing that hotel room, and it was just crazy town. And we were drinking and eating and smoking all times of day and night. We didn't sleep much. Doug didn't want to stop ever. And that one night when he kind of finally petered out, we went to the Sports Illustrated party, and we were like pinching ourselves saying, this is amazing. So that stands out for me of some of the best time of my life. And yeah, it was awesome.
I think her marriage to Brad is just beautiful. Like 2 peas in a pod. It's also a greatest achievement. The love she has for her family and her sister and her kids, and obviously her mum. So yeah, I think she's achieved a lot.
I can't believe you're turning 40, which means I can't believe we've known each other for over 20 years. That just seems crazy to me. We met as 2 shy, kind of awkward introverts at Jack Morton, working with a bunch of amazing extroverts. It was a madhouse. It was loud, it was fun, but it was really intimidating, and the launching pad for your career. When we're together, I kind of feel like we're just 2 kids still trying to make our way in the world. But really, when I take a moment to reflect and see what you've achieved, especially at Interweave, I see a leader who's creative, humble, ridiculously intelligent, super effortlessly stylish, but most importantly, I see a leader who is all heart, and I couldn't be prouder of what you've become. I love you. Okay, so glasses are off. I'm out of show mode, and I'm going into performer mode, which I will more than likely regret. Got my pepper shaker. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Love you, Mazzy. Wish I could be there to help you celebrate. I hope you have a fantastic day, and don't ever use this video against me. Thanks.
Birthday.
Happy birthday!
I'm not going to sing to you. I'm not. I'll not subject you to that absolute hell of having someone, me specifically, sing happy birthday to you. The only thing worse than having to have someone sing happy birthday to you is to be the person doing the singing. Not happening. Not happening. But I will say to you, happy birthday. Happy 40th birthday. Have the best time. Make the most of the time that you've got. That sounds a bit doom and gloom. You know what I mean? Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Accept all the love. Feel all the love. Know that I love you so very much. Mwah.
I wish you a very happy birthday, darling. You've always been elegant, eloquent, smart, clever, and loyal. You're a beautiful lady. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mariana. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Happy hooray! Pip hooray! I love you. I like you more than this big giant heart that I made for you.
Oh, that's so nice. What very kind. You both have got kind hearts.
Definitely not singing happy birthday, but I think I've been a bit serious in my answers. So I'm using this one just to say happy birthday, beautiful girl. I love you. I miss you. I'm so happy we reconnected a few weeks ago. Even with distance, you have and always will be one of the most treasured friends in my life. Have the best birthday.